Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's live. I'm Chris from the Great Brick Lab and I've got a few things we're going to go over today. I've got some Q&A that I'm going to do over my YouTube channel, and then we're going to get right into the winner from last week. I had a little bit of a guessing game from last week about a Disney minifig character, and we're going to go over the winner for that. We're going to have a live trivia tonight. We're going to be doing some guessing on that, and there'll be a prize for BrickForge, and that will be the winner for that will be given out tonight. I'm going to go over an application called Figureitout.app, how useful that can be for a BrickLink store owner or a Brickowl store owner in identifying parts. Then I'm going to kind of end things with how I own my mistakes and what happens as a result of that. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. And so first of all, Fidel, thank you for joining. Steve W., thank you for joining. Hightail Reviews, thank you for joining. Never seen that name before though, so welcome to the channel. So let's get right into tonight's Q&A from some of the questions I've been receiving on YouTube. First question from Just Bricks. It says, what are the hidden characters? So on Thursdays, I do a recording of a PABLO. So I record the PABLO on Thursday and it publishes on Monday mornings at 8 a.m. And the hidden character is a character of some kind. Usually it's, well, every time so far it's been a non-Lego character. So it's not a minifig or any type of a Lego specific item. Just another character, mostly things that I have found in bulk lots. Things that are just laying around. For example, this week, on Monday, it was Lenny, the binoculars from Toy Story. And the person who guessed it was Sky Demondeluxe. I probably completely demolished that name. I'm not sure what that is. Anyways, so, and the choice was a free minifig or free shipping with their next order. And they nailed the guess. Got it pretty quick, actually. They are going to get free shipping. They chose free shipping. So what they'll do is they'll put an order into my store, and then if they work with me, I will give them a refund on the shipping or just discount the shipping when they make the order. Hello, Matthew Miller. Doing well. Thanks for joining the call, or the live tonight. All right. Moving on to the next question from Ryan A. On my live that I do on Saturday morning, which, by the way, this past Saturday, it's amusing. Live number 15, Pablo number 19. It did not go well. I tried a few different things. We have changed our format a little bit down there, and it didn't work out very well. So I'm going back to the original format. It says, I understand the social media person will say make shorter videos, but it's not always the best. The content is what matters most. Are the Pablos a little long? Yes. But that's the point. I want to see how you pull multiple orders at one time with one pick sheet. Amazed how seamless it is every time you do it. That's interesting to me. I hope you keep making the videos and feel you are the best. Thank you. That's from Ryan A. So Ryan A is regular on the channel, and the live Pablos that I do can get a little long, up to maybe an hour and a half, sometimes longer. I hired a social media manager to help with the channel and to give me feedback on what's working and what's not working so that we can grow the channel. The goal is to get to 1,000 subs for sure, because then we can get monetized. But my real goal is not actually to be monetized. It's more to provide valuable information to everyone and store owners. I'd also like to eventually branch this channel out to reach builders. If we can get to some builders, there's a lot more builders than there is store owners. I don't know how to do that yet. I am not much of a builder, but I believe there's a market for doing that. Brixco, hello, thank you for joining. So the Pablos aren't going to be shortened. The how-to videos will probably be shortened down to anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes when I make those, when I have time to make those. And I have not had much time to make those, unfortunately, recently. I am doing this live. I'm doing the Saturday morning live Pablo, and then I'm doing a pick Pablo that has a giveaway on Thursdays, which releases on Monday morning. Okay, Brickowl gave me a comment when I posted on the farmers market. Actually, the farmers market post was actually really fun for me to make and record. We had a really good time at the farmers market, and he said he's just glad to see me out having a good time. Rain asked about my mask. In our area, I do wear a mask wherever I'm asked to wear a mask, and we're not asked to wear a mask everywhere we are in this area. So, but I do wear one when it's something that is being asked of me to do. Let's see. Oh, and then here's Scott. He recognized the area of where the farmers market is at. The area where I'm from is the Quad Cities, right between Illinois and Iowa, so right on the border of Illinois and Iowa. And Illinois and Iowa definitely have different procedures about certain things. We were in the Iowa side, and that's where we were at for that farmers market. Brickslayer, welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay, so this is, I think, is this the last comment? No, I'm going to do one more. So Alex guessed Huey on the minifig. So I saw a lot of guesses in the minifigs during the live, and I got one after the live. So, but somebody did guess it right, and the person who guessed it right is in tonight's live feed. So whoever you are, if you guessed, you're going to be expecting a free minifig from me. One more comment. No, two more. All right. Thanks for. This is from Ryan A. Thanks for introducing Brickstock. It looks like it's much easier adding parts than BrickLink's system. Quicker for sure. Can you show once you've entered the parts in Brickstock how you get them into BrickLink? I use BrickSync to do all of my entering of parts or adding of parts once they're in the drawers. Similar in a way that I use the pick sheet, we fill in empty remarks categories or fields on that same process, and I use the same cart and I push the cart around my store. I think the best way to respond to this question is actually make a video on it. I might actually have somebody from my team help me do it to give a better perspective instead of just having all the close angles that I get from my cart. So anticipate, Ryan, that I will make a video showing that in better detail. All right, and then it is Rockamfee, and I'm not really good at some of these names. They're very creative names, but I'm sorry that I'm not getting them right. It says, hi, I love your vids. Thoughts, what about an alphanumeric grid system using numbers for columns and letters for the rows? I think you could do it because it looks like you only go 3 high with your cabinets and 8 small. And he's got a little bit more here. Drawers, cabinets, 3, and he's put some math in here, and he's giving me an example. Picking would be much quicker, and mental fatigue would be reduced. I am going to explore this in more detail. I haven't had a chance to really kind of get into the details of that. I love the idea. What we did do is we labeled our columns in the used area. So the first row, if you ever watched our videos, that first row is all new. As soon as you basically make that first turn and the second turn, those are the used parts, and then there's a little bit in that fourth turn, or the third turn, then it's just a short amount of used parts, but I have a little bit more room to grow there in used. And we labeled the columns in used because underneath everything on that third akro-mils storage bin, there's lower stock, and we labeled them because I wanted that lower stock to not, if it got moved or lost, it would be labeled to match that column. So we did label those columns. All right, that is it. And I also want to just thank Brickowl. I didn't have much success with the live on Saturday morning, but Brickowl just gave me some really great encouragement, and I appreciate that so much. Okay, so what is next? Next we have the winner from last week's guessing game for the minifig. So I'm going to change here, and alright, so pull up the comments. Alright, and drum roll. Alright, so I'm going to open up this, and I'm going to give you a little bit of suspense of who is in here. So here's the legs of the one that we have. Okay, so there's the legs, and there's the torso. There's a little bit of a glare on that because of that light. Let me pull out this torso here. Anybody guess it yet? Somebody got it right. And if I show you the head, you guys are going to nail it right away. So let's put them together. Oh, I'm on my camera. You guys probably saw that. Alright. I don't see any comments. Maybe you guys haven't gotten it yet. Alright, here it is. It's Frozo. And Steve W. is the one who guessed Frozo. So Steve W., get in contact with me, and I will get this shipped out to you. If you wanted to, do it with an order, that's cool. If you wanted to, I'll send this out to you post or something like that. Just get in touch with me on the BrickLink channel or however you want, and I will get that sent to you. So congratulations to Steve. Nice guess, because you got it. All right. Next, we are moving right along here, and I'm gonna do into the guessing game. Okay, so here's how the guessing game is gonna work. I have 6 parts, and we're gonna look at all the parts. We're gonna go where they're at in the BrickLink Catalog, and then we're gonna guess the highest 6-month average price of these parts. So this is to help say how much is a part worth and all that. Alright. Here are the parts. That's a little bit too far away from the camera. Right here, right here. There's a cool part right there. This is a light gray gear right there. And then we got a big wheel. So we got a rock with some print on it. We've got a train part here. We've got a green Technic panel. We've got a sand green roof. Alright, so I've taken the time already. Let me get all these on camera here. So the guessing game is which one is the highest in price. And then tonight's prize is from our friends at BrickForge. There we go, BrickForge. Let me show you what you're going to get. Little minifig accessories, some really cool little accessories. I like this white one the best. It's like a little, what do you call that? Like a Ghostbusters type of a thing. Kind of get some shading on that. Crowbar, and then a T-tool for like tire changing, something like that. So that's the freebie today. And if you win, I'm going to send it out to somebody today. Alex, thank you for joining. Well, technically assembling it doesn't make it new, but it's still free. Good call. Alright, Brick Junkies, thanks for joining. Alright, so we got one guess from Brick Junkies. Has already guessed that the roof is the most expensive piece. Let's pull up. Alright, so here is the BrickLink catalog, and I did get a Brickstock file ready. Alright, so here's all the files in Brickstock. Okay, so one by one, let's see, I didn't really think about how to do this. We've got 13, this is only for the people in the live, so this isn't going to be anybody for anybody afterwards. So anybody during the live is participating in this, afterwards is not. Alright, it says, Brixco says, funny, Lego says that look at Emmett in their accessory pack. I'm not sure what that means. You're going to have to help me with that, Brixco. Alright, stickered pieces. That's, alright, Heidelberg Reviews. Yep, get it. I get it. Stickered pieces. Brixco says the roof. Alright, so we got multiple votes for the roof, so we'll do the price on the roof first. Anybody going to vote for the 32 gear tool? How many is it? 40 tooth tool. Alright, Alex Sater says rock wall. Alright. Is that fair if Alex and Brick Junkies are in the same place? I mean, you guys are, I guess you're independent, so we'll call that fair. Alright, we got the 32 gear tool. No, nobody voting for the tool? Because I've got to vote for the roof, I've got to vote for the rock wall. Anybody voting for this? No? What about the yellow part here? Everybody needs to get a vote in before we start doing the prices, because I don't want to start giving things away. Here, actually, Maybe we have some fun. So if everybody has a vote in, and we're going to start giving this away because I want everybody to have a vote in before we start putting prices on here. Let me say something about BrickForge. So this is actually, I get nothing from BrickForge for the promotions that I get. And if you look in the description of this video or use Great Brick Lab as a coupon code, when you make a BrickForge order, you'll get 10% off of your order. And they're just doing that because they're just a great guy. He's a great guy, and him and his wife just run that place by themselves, and just awesome. So, all right, so we got another vote for the roof. No votes for the wheel, unfortunately. Give me, Brickslayers, give me whatever's left. Laughing out loud. Well, I'm going to give you the gear because I tried to give that away already. Rock wall. Okay. Alex is already looking up the prices. He's too quick, all right? He's giving away dollars. So I got to start doing this because he is doing it. All right, so let's do the wheel. Last 6 months sale average in that color. 14 cents. I don't think so. All right. How much is the train boggle? Train boogie plate. Train boogie plate. 87 cents. Okay, so we're going to put them in prices. Priced by order, okay? And the green panel plate, 63 cents, so that goes in between these two. I know, Alex. Yeah, well, you called it Brick Junkies. All right, going to the 40-tooth tool. $1.35. Brick Slayers in the running. All right, hey Brick Freedom, we're doing a guessing game. Everybody's kind of put their guesses in, so we're moving right along here. All right, the roof, 87 cents. So where does this line up? This one, 80. Oh, so this, move it down. You're right there. Just barely. What is that? 0.6 cents less than the boogie, the train boogie. And the rock wall being last comes in at $1.80. So if we put this in order of price, looks like the rock wall is the winner. And who guessed rock wall first? We got Brick Junkies with the roof first. Hightail Reviews said sticker piece. That's the rock wall, and I will take that as a correct answer. So, Hightail, you are the winner of the BrickForge little freebies accessories. Now, the way I believe this works with BrickForge is this is actually his standard freebies. When you make an order with him, and I did make an order with him, he sent me something like this, and I was surprised by that. So, if you order with them, I think you can anticipate a little freebie right there. Just like that. Alright. Yes. Well, I'm glad you guessed before you looked it up, but experience is probably why you guessed what you did guess. Okay, so now my curiosity is piqued. There's only one set that this rock panel came with. Now, bonus for the trivia. If somebody can, without looking it up, and I think Alex may have already looked it up, so don't cheat. Without looking it up, can you guess the year of when the Shark Cage Cove came out? So let's pull this up and do a larger image. So here's the Shark Cave Cove. I don't think I can make that any bigger. And so I'm sorry about the size of that image. And if I go to BrickLink, it's going to reveal the year. So put a guess in of what year you think this set came out without looking it up. And then whoever guesses the closest year, and I'm going to give maybe 15 seconds, and I've got to wait a bit for that, for the chat to come in. 90s, well, that's a decade, so we're going to get a little bit closer. So Hightail Review said 2000, that's a specific year. Alex Sater, okay, good that you didn't look. Well, this be a little bit more specific than 1990s. 2003 for Steve W, thank you for that guess. Brickslayer says 2002. All right, so 2000 is taken, 2003 is taken, 2002. You're welcome to guess the same year. I just make up the decision, have to do like a drawing for the people that guess it. Alex says 1996. Good. 2005. Brick Freedom. Good guess. I don't know the year of this. I did not look it up ahead of time. So this is all free. So you guys got a few more seconds here. Brick Junkies, 1989. And all right, we're going to be wrapping this up. All right, so let's take a look. If I click on this one here, it will take me to the part in the catalog. 1997 is when that part was released, and it's verified that truly the set came out in 1997. It is. So, 1997. Alex is the closest by 1 year. And Brixco, I didn't see your... Well, actually, Brixco, your guess came in probably after I showed that because of the way the live works. So we do have a tie between Brixco and Alex. So what I'm gonna have to do is figure out, maybe both of you, I've got quite a few of these that I got from BrickForge. Why don't you both contact me, and I will get you some freebies. It's just gonna come in post. I'll do it like 50 cents letter, and then that way we can all get those sent out to you, and I'll do both of those. So get in touch with me. So I'm gonna make a few notes here. So we got Alex, we've got, and then we got Brixico, and then also Hightail Reviews. I got to get you guys all some free stuff from BrickForge. So good job, guys. Nice guesses. All right. And I think I'm going to continue to do some trivia on this. It makes it a lot of fun, and that was a really fun way of doing that. All right. What is next on the agenda for tonight? Okay, figure it out. I have run into a person on Facebook. I think it was first on Facebook, but they're also on the Just a Brick in the Bucket, Discord channel. And Figureitout.app. This is Figureitout.app. And it's exactly the same name. I didn't know that .app was a domain name, but it totally is. Figureitout.app. This was developed by a couple of people. One of them I know his name is Ben, and this is a searching tool that uses the language of how you search BrickLink for parts. Okay, and it's mostly designed for minifig parts, decorated parts. He's got an updated thing here for mini doll searches and micro doll searches, which I always struggle with the micro dolls big time. And so this, I'm going to go over this a little bit. I've got some pieces here, a couple of torsos, and then I've got a few heads here. And we're going to see how well we can do with this, okay? All right. Insert your post on the BrickLink Discord. Okay. I'm just checking some of the comments here. The other person made it is Millie, by the way. Didn't figure out. It's goat leg. Queen Amidala. I don't know what the Queen Amidala comment is. So, all right. I'm going to show this. Let's go to torsos. Okay. So the torsos is really easy to understand when you're doing this. Now, I've shown a lot of ways, or I've shown my method rather of using the BrickLink color palette to start searches for torsos, and essentially this is a similar way to doing that, but it eliminates having to go to the color palette. You can just come in here, and I'm going to pick white for the color, and then hey, yeah, you like my Ninjago behind me? Yeah, he's my new clock. I got him in a bulk lot just recently. All right, arm color is white. I'm doing this one right here first. So here's the, up close here. There's that right there. All right, so the arm color is white. Now, this isn't going to account for somebody who's torn off the arms and put on different arms, and when you get parts in a bulk lot, it happens, I would say, anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes even more than that. Hands are even another one that does a lot. So I believe that one looks correct. To me, that looks like a Indiana Jones part, but we're going to find out here. All right, so this hands are light nougat, what used to be called light flesh. I love that he's got the parenthesis brackets around there. He must be an old school bricklinker. And is it a plain torso? Yeah, no, it is not a plain torso, so we're going to leave that unchecked. It's not stickered. And I've got the word felt in here because I must have been looking this one up or something, but I'm going to put flower because it has a flower. And if I hit submit, the nice thing about this is it does go open up a new page. So here's the original page, so I don't have to keep on going back and forth. It opens up a new page, and it found the torso right away. It's Bruce Wayne. It's not. Let's do minifig. Am I wrong? Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones white tuxedo tux from 2009, set number 7682. From what movie? Shanghai Chase. That would be the Temple of Doom. All right. Great Brick Lag. I'm reading the comments right now. Okay. So, yes, it totally worked. That was amazing. So it saved me a lot of potentially, and I like that it opened up a new BrickLink window so that I can simply just close that and then I can move on to the next one. And if what I tend to do, and I'm going to show you what I got. So this is all white torsos, and when I'm doing a lot of minifig loads, what I will do is I will take them and I will take all the ones that have the heads and they look like they're partially complete. You know, so those are the ones that are like the most potentials right there. And so, but I'm working with white, so this tool could be very, very useful. I can just leave the torso color as white and then change the arm color as necessary, change the hand color, put a few clues in there as what's going on. At the very minimum, it's going to reduce the number of options that come with every torso that I try and figure out what the part number is. All right, here's the next one we're going to do. Okay, so that's red. So R for red, red arms, white hands, try belt, because it's got a belt. And there is 3 choices. This one has nothing on the back, so it's this one. Found it really quick. All right. Okay. Here's a question from me at Great Brick Lab. James says, check the Discord. He can't post a link in the chat. In my Discord, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that right now, but let's do these 2 heads. Let me get a close-up head view on these heads so you guys can see that. Alright, so we close that window, and then we get out of legs. Oh, look at legs. Printed legs, plain legs, short legs. Oh, I love that there's the 4 different choices there. So if I do printed legs, then you select a color. Okay, I might do that afterwards. Alright, so here's the head color. Head color is... I'm wondering if there would be a way to reduce the list of these colors based on those that only actually have heads, because sky blue is the color that's in the palette, but does it actually have a head associated with it? I wonder if there might be a way to speed up my scan. I mean, I can definitely type in L and do light nougat, but I'm wondering if there's a way to do that. Alright, so this is a hollow stud. So we're going to do hollow, modified, no, dual-sided, no, glasses, no, additional terms, I'm going to go beard, and let's hit submit. I think I'm still going to get a lot of results on this one. 81, which is pretty typical when I've done this without the tool. Let's see. Now does it show up? Alright, so some dual-sided ones still showed up in here, but what did it say? Hollow stud beard. What did I tell it to do? Is it dual-sided? Yes? No? I'm wondering if I type in -dual. There, I was able to eliminate it a little bit more that way. I'm wondering if that was the intent of the dual-sided. If you don't check yes, it should say no, but I was able to do that, so that might be one thing. So, and keep in mind, this is still in development, and they built this tool for themselves. So, and Hightail Reviews in the chat is available for questions. So, all right. Good. So Hightail Reviews, that'd be a good one to get fixed. Now, but can I find, again, here's the head that we're looking for, kind of like a little angry face on it. Is it in the list? It was the, there it is right there. No, that's got a smiley face almost. This one's got this one right here with the two little, if you look at the, right next to the mouth, a little bit too close there. It's got those two little, what are they, dimple things or something? I don't know what that part right there is considered, but who's this for? 2 minifigs, 2013 release, and looks like it's just a generic soldier. And this guy here, this named Kyle. So, anytime I catalog anything, I don't want to redo the work later, so I'm going to grab the number here, and I've got to right-click on that. Copy that, go to this. Light nougat, alright, add that. Alright, so put this over here with the other catalog parts. Alright, next. Last one here, and we're going to try this one more time. Now, I know that this is pretty basic head, but I think if we put in like chin and cheek lines, maybe eliminate it and bring it down. So we're going to change this to go to yellow, and we've got a blocked stud, blocked open stud, modified, no beard. Let's go to cheek. Alright, Hightails, we will be adding a color swatch next to each box too soon so you can see the colors. My partner who made this tool has been undergoing some health issues. Oh, okay. And had surgery and so, okay. Yeah, take care of the health. Health is something that when you don't have it, you realize how nice it is to have it. That's not something to take for granted. So definitely I'll be praying for his health to recover, or her health, whoever it is. So, but yeah, this is a great tool. I mean, there's a lot here, and so looking at the results, actually I didn't even check for dual-sided until just now. So there's a little bit of a grin there. It's this one right here. So definitely, if you're in the used parts, if you're doing used, or you're just getting started with used and you're not very experienced at finding these, this tool is going to be very valuable. So I would definitely check it out, and they're giving it away for free, so definitely take advantage of that. Alright, let me double check. Okay, so kind of had a bonus question from somebody on the Discord channel. I'm going to pull up the Discord on the other window here, and I'm going to read you guys what the question was. It was about my back warehouse. Alright. And, alright. Let me see, I gotta find the question. I am kind of new at Discord here, so there's a way to find everything that was sent to me directly. And I'm not seeing how to do that on here. I know I can do it from my phone. Let me do it from my phone. That I seem to understand that better. Because I want to read the question. There's an app button on my phone, but there's no app button on the app. Why is that not there? All right. And I'm not seeing the question. I'm going to have to just go from memory what the question was. It was from Batwing on the Discord channel. If I click on this, oh, hey, okay, here, that's how I get to it, because there's the Batwing question. All right, so Batwing asked the question, I've been adding part items to Brickstock all morning, tedious work, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. What helped me is a ton is a Great Brick Lab vlog number 11. Oh, I think I'm reading the wrong thing here. Let's just finish reading it. For identifying colors. He also showed me an ear camera in episode number 12, which is definitely a game changer. Without that, I'd never be able to identify the part numbers. I didn't even know they were printed on there. Okay, cool. That's actually awesome. I'm glad that I was able to. My whole goal with this is to help people and get better at their searching. So I can't find the question. I'm going to go from memory. The question was, what do I do with the back warehouse, and why do I keep such a large back warehouse? The back warehouse goal is for our future growth. Right now we have about 450,000 parts in there. We do take a box out of the back warehouse and we do add inventory on a regular basis, and we add inventory in other ways, parting out new sets. The goal with the back warehouse is to get to 2 million parts, and then we will move to a larger facility, and then at 2 million parts in the back warehouse we will put our big store up. I've got a few other goals that need to be accomplished, and a few other dominoes that need to kind of fall down or be lined up before we do that. The back warehouse is so full of parts because the catalogers that are doing work for us work faster than we're able to put parts in. When you have somebody working full-time on cataloging and they have a good process and they know what they're doing, they can catalog things. One challenge that I found with leaving, because we have stuff that's been in there since 2018, so I've been doing this for a little while, building up that back warehouse. What I have discovered is sometimes you will open up a Brickstock file or a BSX file, which is just XML data. The details or the descriptions of parts change over time on BrickLink. When you open up that file, you sometimes have to spend a little work fixing the issues. Typically, the part numbers don't change. The only part numbers I've seen change on opening up an old Brickstock file is a part that at one point it was the same part number for a left and a right, and they change it so it like has an L or an R at the end of the part number. For example, a part that has a stickered part and there's a sticker for the left and a sticker for the left, like a car or something like that. I've noticed that those part numbers change, but it's actually not a terrible thing to fix. It's actually quite easy to fix. It's just something that needs to be fixed. Or also, for example, when they add a 0 to the minifigs, I believe Star Wars and City also now have a 4-digit identifier for the minifig when it used to be 3. The BSX file is still set up for the original minifig number, but you have to go in there and add the 0 in front of it so that it will still identify that. So it didn't change the number, it just added the 0. It's still the same character. A little bit of work to get things corrected with the way that Brickstock program works. So I'm a little nervous in the fact that we want to grow that back warehouse, and those changes are happening. I hope that when we get to entering all those, that we can kind of muddy the waters or get through the mud and still build up our warehouse as fast as we want to, processing all that back warehouse data. Okay, so I'm really behind in the chat. There's a lot of great comments in here. If you have something directly for me, just put at Great Brick Lab or at GBL, and then I will answer that question, but I'm not going to be able to read through all those comments. Okay, the last thing I have for tonight, and we're about 5 minutes from wrapping up, I want to let you know that as we run our store, we're not perfect, and I do make mistakes. A recent mistake that I made was shipping a torso. I'm going to pull up the order over here. and I'm going to show you what mistake that I made. So I didn't have an original thought to pull up the order, but I'm going to do this. It was a Brickowl order, and the picking sheet that we use, I did not catch it because I made a problem prior to the picking sheet. Okay, so let's find the order here. I'm really actually looking for the part. This customer has bought from us multiple times, so I need to go through a few of his orders. They order from us a lot, as a matter of fact. Alright, here it is. Alright, so heiress with pearl gold shoulder and armor. So this is, let's see if I can find it. And that didn't work. The system is so different. Let's just type in heiress. Okay. So this is heiress. And we're going to go down to the minifig here. Oh, this is awful. Okay, here's the minifigs. I don't know why it didn't come up. So let's inventory this minifig. Alright. This is heiress, one of the torsos for heiress. Okay. And then there's another one. So this person ordered 2 torsos for heiress. Alright. Let's do... there's one of them that has the stomach like this kind of showing. And there's another one that's called Chima torso assembly. Okay, so let's see if we can duplicate this. And what comes back? Lots of parts came back. I'm going to use the tool because I know it's in the color bright light blue. So B, bright light blue, the color is white, hand color is yellow, and submit. Alright, I believe, okay, so here it actually showed up both. Actually, that tool showed them both. I should have used that the first time. So here is the first torso, and here is the second one. And I messed up. I had them both entered as the same torso in different drawers. One of them was U1164 and one of them was U2141. One of them was identified incorrectly. And the customer let me know, and I said, gosh, I'm really sorry about that. I took my time and I was patient to make sure I was reading the message carefully. They did not get the Chima one. They got 2 heiresses, I think is what they said. And to correct the problem, I sent them a Chima torso, legs, and a head because they were all attached. Plus, I gave them some other freebies from the store. This is the message I got back. It says, hello, I would like to say thank you in capital letters. You made my day. Thanks for the accessory bag. I really appreciate what you did with the heiress torso as well, with the legs and the head. Thanks again, Johnny. All right, so the reason I'm telling you this is that from making a mistake, I owned it. I apologized. I told them, real sorry that we made the mistake. And here is my way of making up and making it right with you to help encourage you to make a future order. And I believe based on the message that we received, we're definitely going to continue to get orders from that individual. But the first thing I had to do was own my mistakes. So recognize that when you're going to do a BrickLink store, inevitably you're going to make some mistakes. Maybe you send a part that's damaged in a way that the customer's not satisfied with, or maybe you make a shipping error, or you ship a part that gets damaged in the way there. At first, I'm always willing to accept whatever a customer is saying, filter out what they're telling me. Now I know there are some individuals that are not being honest, but in almost every case, I've been able to work with every one of the customers that makes orders with us and bring about good satisfaction from that individual, especially because we're willing to own the mistakes, and I know that I make mistakes. And that's what I wanted to talk about tonight, is to own your mistakes. Don't be so proud that you're not willing to admit that you possibly made a mistake, and you will create better loyalty from your customers and future orders. And also, if anybody talks to that person about Lego, your reputation will be shared with another individual. All right. So Hightail Reviews has got a lot of things in here. I don't see anything directly at me. He does have one here. I believe we checked every color for the ones with heads, and we'll confirm that if it now will condense the list. Okay, cool. That would be a definite big help. And where is the conversation at right now? Okay, so I think I've covered everything I've got for today. I really appreciate everybody coming in for the live. So we're going to go ahead and close out tonight's live. I'm Chris from the Great Brick Lab. If you are not a subscriber to our channel, I'd appreciate you subscribing to the channel. If this is your first time here, keep a lookout. Now tonight we're doing this on a different night, but the regular live is done on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. and we go for about 45 minutes. Currently right now I'm doing a live Pablo where I pick BrickLink orders and Brickowl orders on Saturday mornings, so you got to get up if you want to watch me do that live and chat with me, depending on what time zone you're in, of course. I'm in Central Time Zone, and I try and start around 7 o'clock and then go to the farmer's market after that. Monday mornings we do post another Pablo that's recorded earlier in the week with a free giveaway every week. That is something else that we're doing to help promote the channel. And then during the week we have content that I post here and there. So please be on the lookout for that. I will say that for everybody in the live, if you don't already know, be on the lookout for tomorrow night's Brick Slingers episode. It's a special episode on Thursday night. So be on the lookout for that. I've got a link to that episode in the description, I believe. So be sure you check that out. And also remember to use Great Brick Lab as a coupon code on BrickForge.com. Whenever you make an order, you'll get 10% off. So again, this is Chris from the Great Brick Lab. Please subscribe, like this video, share your comments and feedback with us, and also share the channel with somebody if you find somebody or you think somebody who might be interested in what we're doing here. This is Chris from the Great Brick Lab, signing off.